Papa Squad, coming at you. Hey, everybody. Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Wow! I hope your team won. I actually watched the game. The LA Rams won. The Bengal. It was an interesting game. I'm not a big football guy, but it was a fine game. And it was cool to see Snoop, Dre, Mary J. Blige, Eminem, 50 Cent, everybody at the halftime show. Very, very cool to see that. I mean, we're talking about a TV show, meaning football, that a couple of years ago had a country song as their theme song, and now it's hip hop. I mean, now they're featuring hip hop during the halftime show, which is great. It's amazing because I think, I mean, as it is right now, I think hip hop is the perfect combination of musics. It takes from everything and creates something new out of it, and I think that's why it's so popular and why it was featured at the halftime show. I don't even know if people think about why hip hop is so popular, but I think that's it. It just takes all these references that everybody knows from any kind of age period and works it into music to turn it into something just incredible and new and different. So anyway, that's what I thought was most interesting about the Super Bowl. The game was fine. Like I said, I hope your team won. And today I sat down when I got home and looked at all the videos I had on my list of songs to listen to, which I have a ton. And I saw a video from Shady that's been sitting open for a while here on my desktop for Disco Lights. And I decided as I was picking through things that I really like Shady. I really like his stuff. And so I just said, you know what? I'm going to listen to Disco Lights and see what I think. And I watched the very beginning, like maybe 10, 15 seconds of this just to get a sense of it. And I thought it was good. So that's when I stopped. And it was like, let's just do it. But here we go. Shady, Disco Lights, 4 minutes, 28 seconds. Mickey's. I missed that before. So this beginning, I want to stop, just triggered in my head, reminds me so much in the feel of it, of the beginning to Louis, the sitcom drama thing that that Louis C.K. did a couple of years ago. I loved that show. I know he's had some, well, we'll say missteps come to light in the last couple of years, but that show was absolutely amazing. And the beginning of it feels very much like this to me, like with Shady walking down the street drinking a drink. The music kind of has that same feel, and it's kind of interesting because the Louis C.K. stuff is at night in downtown New York City, and this is, well, some of it was at night, but, you know, out on the West Coast, and very different feel. Let's just keep going. That just reminded me of that. I love the honesty in his videos. Just that it's him. Like,
I come from humble beginnings, from welfare living. They said mommy's on vacation, but I know.
Okay, hold on. That was cool. I really like that little distortion they did on his voice. They manipulated it a little bit to. It's very different from what I've heard from him, so that was pretty cool. Let's just jump back. That was neat.
I come from humble beginnings, from welfare living. They said mommy's on vacation, but I know she's in prison. I see the road of riches. All I could think.
Love that too. Really interesting, like production choices so far on this. Just like in those 2-3 bars that we listened to, I thought the distortion on his voice that actually ended up giving his first few words like a really cool almost sing-songy kind of feel to it, and then his rapping with those couple of stops that I mentioned were really neat. Like, it did a neat thing to the song, gets you to pay attention again. Like, really, really cool. Loving this so far.
I see the road to riches. All I could think is road trip. I just want to kill it like I'm ripping on a road trip. My nights stay sleepless like the home of the Seahawks. This one here's a classic, like my favorite pair of Reebok. Streets been waiting on me like they're waiting on the detox. This one's from my boys who never made it off them street blocks. This one's from my boys that we lost up in the gun smoke. This one's from my boys who never got to watch their sons grow. I grew up a screw up, no video games, no tablets. Banging on the block where all my boys became a habit. Could say my home was broken, everybody smoking. Pops would hit the pad, I knew the spot to hide the dope in. My AC's broken too, the summer's nothing nice. Clowns keep overdosing, now we got no fucking ice. Now I'm a Latin beast, yeah, I'm a rare breed. My money comes in books, so you know I'm living carefree. Talking about them brown ones, talking about them blue fives. Gotta kill the beat.
So, I love the way he raps. I love what he talks about, because he's one of those guys that, I mean, honestly, I think he's somebody that people are going to look back to when he's gone and call him kind of what used to be a street poet, right? I mean, that's basically what he is. He's lived his life, and now he's talking about it and everything he's had to deal with and go through, and it kind of seems to be a real, I mean, and it makes sense, a real theme in all of his music, to like the stuff he's had to do and just to survive, to get by, like what he had to do to just live in this world and in America and apparently in Las Vegas. And I don't know how much of what he's rapping about is true, and if anybody does know, I would love to hear more. I just don't know enough about this guy, and I love what he's doing. Absolutely fantastic. I also really like those sunglasses.
Like the streets do the 2-5s. The game is cutthroat, but it's alright. The only cars I'm running from are the ones with disco lights. Hit the blunt and hit the fast lane, hitting corners on them. Killing all my people, I'm about to go Chris Dorn on them. 1993, got Pac in the Walkman. All I do is take flight, I don't even talk, man. I fought life, I beat that, that's life when you gangbang. Had a second chance, but you know I'm doing the same thing. I say fuck friends, our circle's getting shorter. Fuck 100 pennies, dog, I'd rather have 4 quarters. Game is influential, the hustle is essential. The hatred in my mental is my only instrumental. See you are paper and I am a pencil. When I ride on you, they outline you like a stencil. My flow is legendary, lifestyle's hereditary. I'm busting at my adversaries from my homies dead and buried, tempted by blood money.
So listen to just the drum beat. It's very, very simple. There's not a lot of stuff going on there. I mean, it's almost like almost a big band kind of feel to the beat. Like, it's only there to supply the beat, and then there's just that really light music going on, or kind of singing, vocalizing, and then, I mean, I think there's a little bit more, but it's really just his voice that's filling this entire song, and it's flawless. I mean, his delivery is just fantastic, and it's easily understood. Pick up every single word, no problem, and that's what he's trying to do. He's trying to tell the story that he wants to tell, and it's so good.
All I know is the street light, the same streets that told me to go home when I see street lights. I beat all the odds, ain't no need for no applause. My county's full of angels, but my city's full of gods. All I know is the struggle, so tell me, can you feel mine? I took a step back from rap, came back, the game was still mine. Without a beat, without a hook, I showed the world I still shine. So call it how I see it, and I see that shit in real time. They all th-
So he just says there, without a beat, without a hook, I'd still number one, basically. And that's exactly what this song is. There's not a whole, there's not there's not a hook. There's not anything for somebody to listen to this song and go, yeah, that's awesome, that rocks. I want to, whatever, dance to that. You're not going to dance to this song. This is poetry set to music. This is stories set to music. It's just fantastic. He's just a super interesting artist.
Thought I was finished, thought I'd end up plucking. I'm a soldier, dusted off my shoulders like that dope was nothing. Kicked it like a field goal. Damn, this liquor's still cold. Been broke, yeah, that's still old. I'm daily chasing billfolds. The streets been waiting on me like they work at Hooters. These fools been hating on me, but I know they ain't no shooters. Man, my life is good, I'm blowing bud up in the sky. Swear you wouldn't see me coming if I nutted in your eye. I feel like this that one night all I need is
That is a nasty lyric, and it is fantastic. If you didn't catch it, you gotta listen, because it's really, it's a visual.
me coming if I nutted in your eye. I feel
You
like
wouldn't
this
see
that
me
one
coming
night
if I
where all
nutted in
need
your
is
eye.
one mic. The mind state I live in is like I'm training for that one fight. To all of those that question.
Seriously, that should be on like a best insult ever. You wouldn't see me coming if I nutted on your eye. It's just fantastic. That is a fantastic rip on somebody.
This I got in everyone right. They just killed my boy. It's gonna be a long night. Came home to a bad bitch who always rolls the blood right. Fucked her till my dick sneezed. That pussy was gazoon tied.
Oh, that's a terrible lyric.
Dirt under my fingernails. I grew up in the ghetto, where that's just part of being a male. Ain't tripping off these rappers, homie. They could diss all night. The only cars I'm running from are the ones with disco lights. And I ain't tripping off these rappers, homie. They could diss all night. The only cars I'm running from are the ones with disco lights.
The template.
Really, really good. Just really love his stuff. Yeah, just love it. Absolutely love it. It makes me want to listen to these next two videos that they've got showing here, and maybe I'll add them to the list, because if they're at all similar to this, it's got to be good. Yeah, like I said, he is really a fantastic rapper, storyteller, musician. Really good. I really like his stuff. It's obviously crazy good. This is, I don't know. I feel like he's one of those people that should be heard more, kind of like a Bob Dylan spoke for his generation, right? Like I think he's got stories from whatever the last 10, 20, 30 years of growing up in America in the Reagan, post-Reagan era of everything shifting, like blacks just got the vote and equality in theory in the 60s, and then never got a chance to actually get ahead, to get established, because we denied them that for 150, 200, 300 years. And then we went into an economic system that rewards the wealthy and screws the little guy, and like who's getting out of that? No, I mean, no. you don't. You do it through the arts. That's how you do it. And yeah, you have to have something and just fantastic. I think he should be heard by a lot more people. Fantastic stuff. Thank you to whoever first recommended Shady Boy. I know it was months ago. But man, I think about his music a lot, and it's just great. So, Pop Squat, check it out. Please like, subscribe, and share. I appreciate it. I hope you don't mind when I go off on those little political rants of mine. They're not totally political. It's just the way things are. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around.